Welcome back to MJL 3764. This will be a vinyl video, and on this video I'll show you a few of my recent purchases that I acquired over the last couple of months. The first one being a copy of Potluck. This makes my 12th copy of Potluck, and it's this one here, which is a French copy. Got a nice laminated front. Back side looks like that. And the record's on the orange. So that was a nice addition to my Potluck collection. Next one up is from Elvis Presley Boulevard, Memphis, Tennessee. As you can see here, I've got a few copies. Some we've recorded live on the sleeve, others without. All different copies. This makes copy number 11. And that's this copy here, which I didn't have on the blue Elvis label. So as you can see, it's a later edition. It's not the orange one. It doesn't have recorded live on the cover, and it's on the blue Elvis label. So that was one I was looking out for. Got that recently. Moving on now to Blue Hawaii. This makes my 13th copy, and this copy I got was this one, which I just recently got this one on eBay. And this is the Best Buy series. This is a Canadian copy. Canadian sleeve, Canadian inner sleeve, and it's on the orange. There's the back side of the sleeve. Canadian. And the inner sleeve, like the USA sleeves, Canadian. And the record's on the orange. That's copy number 13 of Blue Hawaii. Another nice addition. Speedway's up next, and the copy I've just acquired is a variant of the original stereo red dot. Now they're quite hard to get hold of anyway, but there is a variant with the position of the tax code. So this is the original stereo. This is copy number 1. As you can see, the tax code's on the bottom there, J/T. And on this copy, it's not at the bottom. It's midway down the label. So there's a variant to look out for. And nice to get Speedway on the stereo. Original, 2 very good copies there, good sleeves, good records. Gold Records Volume 4 now. This makes my 11th copy, and if I had to pick a Golden Records volume which I liked best, it would probably be 2. Volume 2, closely followed by 3, but they're all very, very good. So this is copy number 11. And this was the RCA Green International reissue, which I did not have. So I was glad to pick that one up. It's got a slight blemish on the cover. The back side's slightly different also, whereas you've got no adverts for the preceding 3 volumes. So it's just blank there. And it's on the Green International label. I recently went to a record fair. It was the first record fair I've been to in simply years, and I was very happy to go. Luckily I had some relative to take me there, and it was in a hall, so there was plenty of amenities there. There was a bar, there was tea and coffee making, and also, especially for people like me, there was a seating area to sit down when you got tired. So I must be honest, there was I looked for every record in the fair, I'm pretty sure I did, and there was only about 30 Elvis LPs for sale, against maybe at least 100 Beatles, 100 Rolling Stones albums there, hundreds of Madonna albums there, but only about 30 Elvis albums. So I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. Maybe people are not collecting Elvis anymore, or maybe people are actually holding on to their Elvis records. Anyway, I thoroughly enjoyed it, and I picked up 2 Elvis albums. This is one of them. This was £5. Still got the sticker on it. This is a USA copy. It's got the cutout at the top. But for £5, I thought that was good. It had the inner sleeve. And it's on the Dynaflex on the tan. So that was a copy that I didn't have. So I was quite happy to pay £5 for that. Very nice. Also, that's copy number 4 of He Touched Me. Got 7 copies of Elvis now. And I also picked this one up. Now this one was this was for £7, but it's got a bit of ring wear on the cover, so the guy gave it to me for a £5, which I thought was reasonable. This is also a Dynaflex USA copy. And this one had the nice inner to it, and this one's on the orange label. Very flimsy. And it had the nice inner to it as well. So for £5, I thought that was good value. And also picked up another copy of Elvis Now from a different place. This is also a USA copy. This one's in lovely condition, lovely cover. And this one's on the tan, on a Dynaflex with the inner sleeve. So happy to pick up 2 copies of Elvis Now, making 7 at the moment. That was a quick look at some of the new purchases which I've acquired over the last few months. Now, since I've been away from making videos, I've had a few questions asked of me, so I'll try to address these questions, a couple of questions a video. One of the questions I was asked was how many LP albums do I own of Elvis and how many singles. I haven't counted up the singles yet, but whilst I was in the process of making this new Elvis room, I did count up the albums. So we've got all the albums in this room now at the moment. So you have these 8 boxes here, and around here you have another 6 box format. So all in all, we're talking 902 albums at this moment. So only another 98 to go, and I'll reach the magic 1000. I've been asked what my favourite Elvis owned item is, and coming a very close second is my Elvis jukebox, my Rockola. But coming the first would be this. This is a postcard from Germany, where my friend Arthur met Elvis in late 1959. Got invited into the house, and he had 4 postcards with him, and he got Elvis to sign them. And this is one of those postcards which he very nicely gave to me. Being an Elvis fan, there you can see Elvis's signature. That's the postcard. It's bought in Germany, and Arthur had 4 of these, and as I say, very kindly gave one of these postcards to me. If you read The Man and the Music and maybe some of the monthlies years ago, you may have heard Arthur's story. He's told it quite a few times. But I was lucky to work with Arthur for many a year, 20 odd years, in the post office where he used to work. And he told me, I asked him many times, every time I used to have tea with him, cup of tea with him about 3 times a week, and he would dread me sitting down because I'd ask the same questions. What did Elvis say? What was he wearing? Etc, etc. And he'd have to recount the story over and over again. But he was lucky enough to meet Elvis with a few other fans, and a fan there, luckily, an American fan, had a camera and took some pictures, so that's what Elvis looked like in that meeting. So Arthur gave me a few of the photographs as well, which he had colorized. So as Elvis actually held that and signed it, that is my favourite Elvis owned item. So thank you, Arthur, for that. I think we'll wrap this video up now. Just a footnote, if you'd like to see more of the variants of the albums that I showed earlier, could you please revert back to some of my earlier videos, as I've made videos on all of Elvis's albums issued during his lifetimes in a deeper dive than today, and plenty post 77 as well. So if you could look back on them if you wanted to see a particular album in detail. Also, the total 902 of the Elvis albums that I own count every album as one. So an album like Elvis in Concert, a double album, counts as one. Elvis Presley's Greatest Hits 6 box set counts as one. The Legend Lives On, an 8 LP box set, that counts as one as well. So just to make that clear, every album, whether it's a single album, double, quadruple, whatever, they all count as one release. So until the next time, thank you for watching, and just remember, while there's music, life's no waste.